Now I shall be presenting a paper which is authored by Swami Biswamananda, who is a monk in the Ramakrishna Mission of Narendra, and myself, Dr. S.K. Gupta. We have been doing for the promotion of this medicinal plant sector and also Ayurveda in West Bengal through the various projects. And what has been done through us, that I will be presenting here. Now, this since 1995, for the last 15 years, Ramakrishna Mission Ashram Narendra is working actively for the development of this sector in West Bengal through taking up various projects funded by different agencies. And I am just giving a nutshell of what has been done. Now, we have got a very good medicinal plant garden having covering of 3 acres of land, where we have 375 species of medicinal plants, which include herbs, and trees, and also many threatened and endangered species. All the species have been identified by experts. They are giving not only the therapeutic values, but also the parts to be used, their scientific names, etc. And we are also maintaining a nursery of producing 40 species of plants. And we have already distributed 6 lakhs of planting material to the different farmers and other interested persons. The medicinal plant garden is being visited by about 1,000 visitors every year, which include students, researchers, academicians, and many other interested persons. And some of the planting material have been deposited in the national this NDPGR in New Delhi, and this also has been, we got the accession numbers. Now, these are some of the pictures showing the medicinal plant gardens. Many a times the school students and the college students, they visit us. Now, we are organizing training in organic farming of medicinal and aromatic plants. We are giving regular training program to the various persons who are interested in getting training in the preparation of this manures. We are preparing these organic manures, this vermicompost and composting, and we are giving those things to the villagers, and they are also, after being trained, they are preparing themselves, they are using themselves, and they are also selling those, and they are earning some money. Now, these are some of the pictures showing preparation of this organic farming. Now, we are maintaining a medicinal this facilitating center which has been funded by the National Medicinal Plant Board, which ours is the only NGO in the country who has been given this facility. We are encouraging the cultivation of medicinal and aromatic plants following the GAP. Then we are bringing more and more areas under cover. As such, we have already brought 120 acres of land, in 17 districts of West Bengal. We are arranging training program for the farmers, and as such, we have already trained more than 500 farmers through different training programs, numbering over 5, and we are distributing the quality planting material. We are bringing out the newsletter, and we are giving the updated information regarding various aspects of the cultivation, and we are inviting experts who are interacting directly with the farmers, and so they can know different aspects of this modern cultivation. I see these are some of the pictures showing this program. Now, we are also having a quality testing laboratory. This has been established with the financial help of Department of IOS. This was established in 2009. Sophisticated instruments like the HPTLC, ultraviolet spectrophotometer, polarimeter, inverted microscope, muffled furnace, rotorvac, all these have been installed. We have already started working on those. 451 plant samples have been already analyzed, 12 samples of polyherbal medicines, 3 samples of ointment, 335 samples of raw materials have been analyzed, and various, this is the laboratory which we are having here. Then also analyze some raw herbs of 4 species of barberries, barks of 2 species of Tinospora, 4 samples of rice, and also samples of Chireta, Texas baccata, etc. Various government agencies like the National Research Center for Drug Development, Government of India, Department of Forest, Department of Chemical Engineering and Department of Chemistry, Jadavpur University, Department of Botany, Calcutta University, they are sending us samples for getting their products analyzed, and this center intends in future to act as a certification center if permitted, so that the farmers can get the material, not only raw herbs but the herbal products, they can get themselves analyzed here, get a certificate so as to get a remunerative price. Now we are also mass multiplying medicinal aromatic plants, and as such, we have a mass multiplication this farm which is covering 3 acres of land. 30 types of medicinal aromatic plants we are mass multiplying. We are giving those to the farmers, and also we are we are supplying those to the various pharmaceutical houses because they are getting genuine planting material which is very much needed nowadays. Now this is some of the this mass multiplication plants. Now we are also preparing the home remedial products with the help of the Ayurvedic physician attached to our center, and we are giving, not only we are preparing these things, and then we are also giving to the 2 hospitals which the Ramakrishna Mission is running, and they are getting those medicines free of cost in most of the cases. And also we are giving training, the preparation of these herbal products to the village women, and you will be very happy to know that the village women, after getting the training, they are preparing these products themselves, they are using themselves, they are giving to the other villagers in the areas, in those villages, and not only that, they are also selling those, and they are making some money out of those. So they are depending more and more on herbal medicines and less on the conventional medicines. Some of these products which we are preparing are this Bhuktapak for indigestion, Kalmek Boti for worms, Raktabardhak for anemia, then the Patta Saranga for liver dysfunction, then Sutandikat for fever, buttery oil for massage oil, and then Jogidambro ointment for dental problem and the leukorrhea. But the performance of most of these products have been found to be very, very effective, and that's why a lot of demand is being created because of their good performance. These are some of the products which we have prepared, and we are giving training to these village women. Now the preparation of nutraceuticals is another very important aspect that we are doing. Not only the very cheap, locally available ingredients, but we are also evaluating it with various herbs, and we are preparing this, and the village women are also being trained to prepare these things, and they are using this, and as an experimental case we have given this to the village children, and you will be very happy to note that within 6 months many of the children, our test children, who are given three days in a week, and after giving for 6 months they have found to increase their weight. And we have also got this the prepared things analyzed in a Calcutta laboratory to find out their food values, and you will be happy to know that they are having very good this rich with vitamins and also high food values. These are some of the training programs which we are giving to the village women in preparation of nutraceuticals. Then we are organizing health camp, we are organizing seminars. Since 2001 and up to 2009, we have organized 60 workshops in different parts of West Bengal, also 9 annual seminars at Narendrapur campus. In every workshop, 50 to 100 participants, and in every national seminar, 800 to 1,000 participants, they take part and they listen to the various lectures, and we publish those proceedings, and we also publish other books which are being prepared from there. Now also, along with the seminar, we are organizing health camps. There the deputed doctors, Ayurvedic doctors of Calcutta, they are examining the patients, they are prescribing the medicines, and often they are giving some sort of help regarding the pathological tests. Now this is some of the pictures here regarding this now. Now we have brought out different books, and also we are preparing the CDs, postcard, picture postcards, DVDs, etc., with the objective to popularize Ayurveda and to popularize the medicinal plants. Now these are some of the books which have publications which we have brought out. These are some of the publications that we have been able to bring. We have established a Panchakarma therapy and also Ayurvedic hospital. In the Panchakarma therapy, which was established in 2008, just to rejuvenate India's age-old traditional system of Ayurveda, encourage people to use this system in daily healthcare and chronic disease. Over 14,500 patients have been treated, and of those 650 patients, they received these Panchakarma therapies. The therapies which are available there are Vaman, Virachal, Vastis, zero variation, etc., etc., then the treated patients become highly, satisfied with the type of treatment they receive there, and the demand curve for getting this treatment is increasing very rapidly. Now this is the picture of this Panchakarma therapy unit. Now, we are also participating in the Jana Shiksha Sansthan, which is a HRT-sponsored program. The objective of which is to generate awareness among the rural mass regarding importance and uses of medicinal aromatic plants, identification of herbs as well as crude drugs, encouraging cultivation, preparing home remedial products, organoleptic and chemical analysis, and 60 persons who have been trained in this program, they have also disseminating that knowledge to the other persons who in their villages. So these are some of the pictures of this Janasika. Now we are also another attempt we are doing, that is the ITK. We are documenting and surveying the ITK, indigenous technical knowledge regarding the medicinal plants by meeting the various village elders, and we are documenting all those, and so that we can later on we can scientifically validate those. Now, by doing all this, what benefits we are giving to the society? We have developed awareness among the common people regarding the importance and uses of medicinal plants. We have encouraged the users of herbal medicines in day-to-day healthcare. Village mass started depending more and more on the herbal medicine and less on modern medicines. More and more farmers have started cultivating MAP, and more land areas are being covered under this cultivation. We are publishing CDs and books of these banners, folk songs, etc., so as to popularize the uses of these medicinal plants. We are supplying planting material to the different farmers, and we are, they are giving this advisory services regarding various aspects of medicinal plants. So these are some of the projects. I am not going into the details, but we are facing certain constraints. Like the involvement of middlemen in marketing. Then no cooperative farming is available. There are no fixed support prices available. Annual requirement of herbs by pharmaceutical houses not known. Hence, farmers often face problem to sell out their products if demand is less. Supplying genuine planting material is still uncertain, and testing facility of the products is very not also available. So, like that, there are a number of constraints. So, since time is short, I am not going to the all those. But some suggestions which I would like to mention here, that the encouragement is to be provided to the schools, college and university students, so that they can at very early age they can start developing interest for medicinal plants. We can develop the kiosks in the villages so that they can get the information regarding the medicinal plants, and people should be motivated to use the herbal food items and toiletries, etc. Information kiosks also I have already mentioned. The choice of medicinal plants, if made as per agroclimatic zones, then it will be easy for them to get the, because some of these listed plants are not grown everywhere. So if some of the modification is made and the list is slightly modified, then the farmers can grow those plants as per the requirement of the agroclimatic zone of the area, and they can get some financial help. And lastly, amount of land holding of marginal farmers in case of West Bengal is very less, and therefore it is needed that this land holding, the earmark should be little lessened so that they can get the financial assistance from the respective agencies. So before I conclude, I profuse to thank the National Medicinal Plant Board for giving us a lot of help, and to the organizer for giving this hospitality. Thank you very much for listening to me.